Hey guys, welcome back for another war video. We are in Season 22. This is war number 7. We are facing the undefeated ASR, so we will have our hands full here. Today I'm going to bring in Dr. Doom, as well as Quake, and Mr. Fantastic to put on some debuffs for one of my fights here. Alright, where is that? There's Fantastic. Perfect, nice job, Reed. Way to make your way into my roster here, and we will get started, guys. Today I'll be running Path 5 in Section 1 and Path 8 in Section 2. My first fight here is going to be this Mephisto. I'm going to bring in Quake. The nodes here are Ebb and Flow Knockdown and power control of some sort. Whatever, who cares? Quake doesn't care about that. Speeding up these Quake fights, I have 5 of them, so otherwise it'd be very, very boring. This is the only deck style Quake fight that I have. He has the protection up, so eventually I'm like, alright, why don't I just knock him down and remove the protection so that I can get him down a little quicker. So that's what I do there, knock him down, get rid of the protection, and makes things a lot easier, and he goes down. So pretty simple fight there for Quake. Going to move on here to this Vision Arcus on Ebb and Flow Knockdown as well. And this node also has Heavy Hitter. So when he throws a heavy, he's going to go unstoppable and so forth. So I'm going to bring in Dr. Doom here. Pretty good counter for Arcus Vision and see what I can do here. Always very cautious when I parry Arcus Vision because I don't ever know if it's stuck or not, so I always wait just a second before I continue on with the attack and everything. Yeah. So Doom pretty good for Ebb and Flow Knockdown because he has an easy way to get in to a knockdown, being that he can use his heavy pretty simply. And that way he can, there we go, remove the protection and launch the special 3 for max damage. So looking pretty good so far in this fight. Throw it down on him. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about right there. Beautiful work, Doom. That is amazing stuff. Block the special 2. Does nothing to me. Got a special 3 in my back pocket. I use it. That's going to be the end of the fight. Doom just shredded this guy. Beautiful job. And we're going to move on into Section 2. Instead of moving on to Section 2, I did have this shared fight that I was given after the original assignments. And that's going to be Doom here on, I believe it's node 22. This node here has Power Snack, Backup Recovery, Outlast, some pretty good stuff here. So this is going to be a Quake fight. It's going to be a parry-style Quake fight. I also removed Dex, so there is no ability to Dex and to have a buff of any kind, so that he can't feast on that. Outside of that, it's a straightforward parry-style fight. I did take off physical resistance and add on energy resistance as well as science serum to really try to mitigate the damage that Doom is going to do to me on these blocked hits. Overall, took some block damage. This guy's pretty powerful, but we were able to get it down with no big problems, just potions, that's all. So we're going to move on here into Section 2. And I do have this first fight here on Encroaching Stun, which is going to be the Mr. Fantastic. And again, this is going to be another Quake fight. Before this fight, I did put physical resistance back on, and I also put back on suicides to try to get this fight down as quick as possible, because I'm going to stick to my normal strategy, which is to wait about 9 seconds before starting to place aftershocks on the opponent. And with the suicides and all that, he should not get me on the Encroaching Stun because he'll always be under concussion during that cycle. So that's pretty much what's going on. I did take a couple hits there, which obviously not ideal. So I got to play pretty perfect throughout the rest of the fight. and that way I can get this guy down. Starting to build a pretty good rhythm here. I got him down over halfway. Coming up against, there it is, the encroaching stun. Able to prevent it from happening. And coming around one more time. Here it is, and that is going to be the end of Reed. Adios, bye-bye. I was able to get through it. Not a great fight, but hey, a win's a win, right? Alright, now I'm going to take Suicides back off, put on Mystic Dispersion for my second fight. This is a heal block path, buff and balance weakness, so I don't want to be taking the damage from the Suicides. Another Quake fight. This is also a parry style fight, being a stubborn defender. Again, pretty straightforward. I did do a few dexes in there at the beginning of the cycle. You just have to remove it before he goes into his aftershock cycle, and that's pretty much it. When he does get into his wrath of whatever it's called, when he has a big hissy fit, it's a little bit more of a challenge because you're not going to be able to stun him through the parries, but no big deal. Just keep the rhythm going, and that is all she wrote for this guy. Alright, next fight here, we're going to bring in Dr. Doom against Aegon. This again is going to be heal block, buff and balance weakness, as well as the rich get richer, so he'll be gaining a little bit of power throughout the fight because he'll have more buffs than me. And yeah, go from there. I'm going to be throwing a lot of specials here, trying to remove my weaknesses, and using my Mystic Dispersion in order to gain more power, and continuously, throw specials at this guy. Not a difficult fight. Obviously, if you make some kind of a mistake, it can cost you. But really, there's not a lot of, the difficulty level's not high with Doom. Doom's pretty solid for this fight overall. We are going to take another look at Doom's incredible Special 3. Throwing that cape out of the way. Throwing down this energy blast on top of Aegon. He did not like that at all. Medium, medium, light, 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 medium, medium. Special 1. And then I'm going to hold and try to throw one more Special 3. There it is. Now I have the 2 Furies. This should do some pretty good damage. Does anyone else feel like he's locking them to a Hogwarts tower? I don't know. That's just what I envision when he's doing this. Great damage here from the Special 3. Medium, medium, light, 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 medium, medium, Special 1, and dead. Flawless 2 fights from Doom here. Great job, Doom. We'll see you in the next war, most likely. Gonna move up here to this long shot, and gonna bring in Mr. Fantastic to put on the Petrification Ray, as well as his other debuff, the Suppression Field, so that one of my teammates can take this fight. That's it there. My 7th and final fight is going to be this Man-Thing on the enhanced regen node. And this is going to be a Quake fight. Taters told me the only thing not to do is do not dex in this fight, because he can convert the dexes to his postulates, and which causes problems. So that is the only bit of advice he gave me. And right away, I perform a dex and did not listen to Taters at all. I'm just going to pray that Taters fails to watch this video, and that way he doesn't get mad at me, because earlier in the war I gave him a hard time about forcing me to remove Dex on one of my fights, saying there's no reason for me to remove Dex because it's a parry style fight, and there I go, and I just do it anyway. Luckily, it does not hurt me in this fight. Quake is a very great option for this fight. And if done properly, there's no danger at all. So, nice job, Quake. Poor job, Dap. But, hey, we got it done. That is going to be the end of the war for me. I'm just taxiing around, finishing up the map. There it is. War is complete. Nice job, guys. Alright, guys, we did not win this war. We were defeated by ASR. Great war from them. and we will try to get them next time. In the meantime, everybody, you guys have a great day.